Now that we know how to find our x-intercepts or our zeros and our y-intercept, now we're going to use those to graph. Now step one, when we are going to be graphing something like y equals the quantity x plus 2 times the quantity x plus 5. So just like before, we're going to determine the zeros. So when we go ahead and do this, we will put in 0 for y, and we have 0 equals x plus 2 times the quantity x plus 5. So that means that either x plus 2 equals 0 or x plus 5 equals 0. And subtracting 2 from both sides, we get x equals negative 2. And subtracting 5 from both sides, we get x equals negative 5. Writing those as ordered pairs, we have zeros that are negative 2, 0 and negative 5, 0. So our next step is going to be to determine the y-intercept. So this time we will leave y as y and we'll put zeros in for x. So 0 plus 2 times the quantity 0 plus 5. Well, 0 plus 2 is 2, 0 plus 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10. That means that my ordered pair for my y-intercept is 0, 10. Now our final step is going to be to plot and connect the points. Now the one piece that we are missing is our vertex. Now we will learn how to find the vertex from factored form in a few days, but for right now, that means that because we don't know where that graph changes direction, we are simply going to have to make an estimate. This is going to be a sketch of our graph. So please be aware that it won't be totally accurate, but we will learn how to do that in a few lessons. So let's first start by going ahead and plotting these points. Our zeros are negative 2, 0 and negative 5, 0. And our y-intercept is 0, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now because this y-intercept is outside of both of our x-intercepts and it's above it, we know that this is going to open upward. So we can get an idea of what our graph is going to look like by doing something like this. Making sure our arrowheads are on both sides. Now we don't know if this is the exact point of the vertex, but for right now that is going to suffice for our sketch. Now knowing this, I want you to go ahead right now and pause the video and attempt to do this one on your own. Then hit play when you are done and we will check to see if you are correct. Alright, so first we start off by finding our zeros. And so our zeros, we will put 0 in for y, x minus 1 times x plus 4. So that means that x minus 1 equals 0, or x plus 4 equals 0. I'm solving for x, we get x equals 1, and x equals negative 4. Ordered pairs, that means, are going to be 1, 0, and negative 4, 0 for our zeros. And then we're going to go ahead and find our y-intercept. And so y equals 0 minus 1 times the quantity 0 plus 4. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. 0 plus 4 is 4. Negative 1 times 4, y equals negative 4, meaning our ordered pair is going to be 0, negative 4. Now when we go ahead and graph these, we have 1, 0, and we have negative 4, 0, and 0, negative 4, 0 y-intercept. It does open upward, and we know that because it is inside, but it is curving down, which means it has to curve upward at some point. And so, oops, I'm going to back that off a second and try that again. If your graph, when you sketch it, doesn't look right, please feel free to erase it and sketch it again. And you should start noticing that parabolas are symmetric, so you should be able to use that to your advantage. What you need to do now is go ahead, go for the you try problem, start writing a summary if you can, and bring your questions with you to class tomorrow.